of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There's a computer somewhere with the enter access code. Just
When
don't know where
Stanley
it
came
would
to
be.
a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I just don't know where all the computers might be. I don't think it'll be in the boss's office again, a second time, and I can't like go backwards particularly. Yeah, see? Okay, well let me find out if I could do the code thing since I'm going
Stanley
so far that way anyway.
Tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it. 2845. Statistically, nearly impossible to guess blindly, ever. Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Should have man did research on how to beat you.
2845. Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Well, I found out that you can't actually stop the countdown no matter what. Even like uncoding and all that, they found out that it actually can't be done. We'll go through one more time, see if we can find the access computer thing, and if not, we will have to probably call it, because there's only so much we can do.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I already did that one. I wonder if there's anything I can do differently
Although this
here.
passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Yes, of course.
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Oh yes. Very good, very good. Ubre, is that you? Dang, man, that's crazy.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body. killing him instantly.
Heck.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What
like this lady
exactly
better.
did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Is the computer with the command code in here? Is that even possible? Vent. Ooh. What is this? Wow. Alright, well, that it looks like it might be it. Oh, never mind.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they
Kind
both
lady,
wish to be free.
just shh.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape.
She's talking
Press
to me.
quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
I'll do
So
it
as you
last
move
minute.
Forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now, and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time.
Ha. Let me just see if something else happens from this. Like if it just genuinely restarts, I'm gonna call it. But we'll see. We'll see. Last time I think I let myself die. So who knows? I'll look for the computer. If it's not here.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Oh, look at that. But I think I missed the computer in the last run, so I think I messed up the computer thing.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
So
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
but
first,
he
just
said
to
it
admire
differently. He's like, "This isn't Stanley's office." So,
Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experience, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
did I do this?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
You said that so anticlimactically. Oh, there's it. Left.
Oh, no, it's
Oh,
to the right, my
Sorry.
mistake.
Sorry. No, that's alright.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
It's alright.
What
It's alright.
was I
It's a
thinking?
big building.
It's
yeah.
clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
It's a big building. You know.
Let's
Yeah.
see, we went
That
down,
happens.
right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
That way. It's probably gonna be the one on the right, I gotta tell you. Or not. Oh, wow.
No, 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 no. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet.
Sorry,
this is all
sorry.
a spoiler.
Sorry.
Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
Sorry, man.
Rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
Mobby, dude, Mobby. I got excited.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let me see. Employee 434. Go to 434 around the first part of the office and click computer on the computer. So 434, where's 434? Okay, so it's this way. Oh, dang. I did mess it up. Otherwise it would have been this one. Dang, man. 419. It said 419 first. Okay, I did that one. 423. Yeah, I did that one. And the boss's secretary. And then 418. But it said about the... It says if you reset the game, it will still be there.
When Stanley... Wait.
Oh,
wait,
that's because
what?
I'm in a different...
No,
walkthrough. Okay.
I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere.
My guy,
Okay,
performance things happen.
Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
I'll find the story. Don't you worry, you sweet little tush about that. I'll get it for you. Before a tank comes in these halls and rips my head off. So I don't got a gun. Ew, wait. Okay, that looked weird for a sec. Now, is this a maze or is this scripted? Like, no matter what I do, it'll be... Oh well, let's find out.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Dang, man, this guy's got me scattered all over the universe.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Well, now there's no doors, guy.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Sounds good, sounds good.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Oh, that's trippy. Even going back, it still comes even though it's not there anymore.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Uh-oh, you got us lost, dude.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
Yeah,
Since
it
I've
was
completely
office.
forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Escape, nice.
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
What the heck? I'm just playing your game. You messed up.
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Well, if you say so. I ain't gonna argue too much. Oh, yeah.
All right, I've got a
It'll be fine.
solution.
There's no
This
way I
time,
could
to make
lose.
sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Oh, heck yeah. I've never been in there. I'll follow your line easy peasy. What would happen if I didn't? Okay, nothing, right?
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Okay. Just want to be sure. Just want to be sure. Let's make sure. Ooh, I want to play solitaire. Let me play. Dang, man, that's crazy.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
Destiny
Nope.
sounds good to
Here's
me.
a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
Well, yeah.
Now, if my
Whatever life
experience
is
of your
for you, you
existence
just kinda
rests
do it, you know?
inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh yeah, I can march to this. Heck yeah, dude. I would totally march to this. Loud as heck. Marching. Keep my knees up. Vertical. I will admit this music is pretty bumping if it wasn't blowing off my head.
Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
Is it FERN?
Stanley,
Ah.
this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully.
Okay.
You won't want to miss anything.
So there are 4 things popping up, like 4 of the branches popping up. The one in the back is a little bit darker, it's from perception. Got a few more down there, got a few more back there, 3 down here, 4 down here. You got 3 popping up forward and 1 in the back that I did not count as one of the popping up ones. Sounds good. I'll remember that very closely.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
The line, the line's getting a little lost. I think the line's going on of its own adventure. But Oh, come on, Line.
No, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been
Exactly,
through...
man. Come on.
Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Sounds good.